So we are running with 22 drivers today as well, because this has a lot more. But we're having to run what I think is going to be 120% AI, because the AI for this mod seems to be a bit weak. So that's what we're running with. So yesterday we did the 1930s Grand Prix, which was at Silverstone 91. And I was having a good battle in the top three. But let's just say things went wrong. I haven't cut up the VOD yet. So I will do that in due course. So that you can see what went wrong. But, yeah, not too good indeed. Right. Let's see if I can get this weekend restarted. Because we've got 20 minutes of qualification. I've added 5 minutes of warm-up, which will give me an opportunity to get some stuff sorted rather than having to jump straight onto the grid. Right, let's switch over to the driving camera and hopefully it's all working. Right, I think I've got all of my things sorted, all of the titles. So this is Rouen 1955 to 1970. It's without the cut through. It's got a big long back straight. So it should be a very, very interesting time. Okay. Right. Let's see if we can put some laps in. I have done some practice. I decided to go with the Ferrari, just because of the sound of it. Right, so we're going to work out our fuel load. In the qualifying. But I normally forget. Crew chief. If only there was a way to automate to get the crew chief to start, but
radio check.
Potter, radio check.
I normally don't like him waffling in my ear whilst I'm doing other things.
Stay behind the line. Okay, Neil, we've got 18 minutes to set a lap.
Hopefully I've not made a mistake with the AI. The mirrors are pretty much useless.
Okay, make those calls, please, Claire.
toasty track temperature of 41 degrees. It's 27 degrees in France at the moment.
Yellow flag.
My bad.
Green flag in sector 3. Okay, Neil, you've had a bit of bodywork damage there.
There's the 16. There's the Lancia. And alright, old ding dong battle there. A lot easier that time.
Sector 1 is 2.0, off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.1 seconds, off the pace. Sector 3 times quick. Sector 1 is 2.6 seconds off the pace. Okay, no more spotter calls, please, Claire. Okay, spotter calls, please, Claire.
I don't know where my spotter is. have to be very careful with my temps. I know that I opened the radiator last time.
What's your speed limit in the pits?
Right, I think I should put in 60 minutes of fuel then. I'm running far too heavy at the moment. So we're going to put 80 in, see where we are. There isn't a lot of things I can do with this car. So, yeah. Not a lot of setup options. What I might want to do is take the smoothing off. I've got 10 minutes left.
Alright Neil, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Let's see if I can get a representative that time in. I'm right at the back at the moment.
The pit exit looks clear.
Perhaps just got to change up a little earlier. There is no rev limit to go by. Maybe the temps are just going to go up and up and up until they get to a certain point. These cars are definitely more comfortable than 1930s, I'll tell you that. So I usually change up when the engine starts singing a bit, you know? Oof. Or a bit sideways then. At least I'm not going to be on the back of the grid.
Good lap. That's your best in the session. P19. Sector 3 times okay. Okay, Neil. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left. Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
So I should be in the 2:16s. If I complete this lap unscathed. Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace. Still having to concentrate so damn hard. going to be on pole by 1 second.
Pole position.
Problem is, the AI is turned up as high as it can go. And it's not really track related because I've tried it on all of the tracks that were in the vote. And they were all very, very similar.
Pole position. Well done, mate.
I mean, I've got to be careful though, because I'm seeing on the dash, well, I'm seeing on my my overlays that the temperatures are going into the red. So. And there's no way to open the radiator.
Watch your speed.
Alright, so 60, 65. No pit stops. Ooh, okay. I'm pooped already, and I don't know why. So there is like a few duplicate drivers in this as well. I don't know why. So you may see that. Well, at least there was, but I'm looking down the list and I can't see. I think it was Jean Bearer. Maybe he's not there. Not entirely sure. So I think everyone's finished their lap. We're just gonna wait for it to roll over to warm up, and then get our proper there we go, rolled over to warm up. Needed to turn up the transparency of the chat because I couldn't see it. Right, okay, set start in order. Let's see what the starting order is. The actual years, I'm not entirely sure. I've looked up the I'm going to turn on car number, I think, because some of the manufacturers aren't appearing. Looked up cars such as like the Ferrari 246, which is what I'm using, and I've also looked up the Lotus 16, and I know they were used at like some of them for multiple years, maybe the tail end of the 1950s, but there's no real exact year because obviously, remember, these cars, they don't necessarily are used just for 1 year. They were used for multiple years, the chassis and yeah. I'm gonna take that out, see if that makes a... So it's very hard to kind of think of, well, is it 1950s or a specific 1950s year, but it's not really. It's not. And it's a good spread of cars as well. And weird and wonderful chassis and what have you, so I'm going to take that out. So I'm on pole, but I've got to keep this engine under control for an hour. I'm hoping I don't blow the bloody thing. That would be really depressing. So right, let's get our timing boxes on and stuff. I don't think team logo is going to work, is it? No, team logo's not going to work. I'll just have to leave it as car number. You're looking at the wrong driver, game.
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
So when I loaded the server, I'm sure there was driver duplicates, but maybe not. This is listed as I think it's the Richmond Trophy, because the person that made this, SS Simon, made this. They basically have been making car sets that compete in Goodwood, and the Richmond Trophy is one of them. So yeah, that's what this is. Oh, I'm sweating already. Sweating already. Would you rather see my car data? So I can show my pedal and speed and stuff rather than the extended battle. I don't know whether I want to show that or not. So I can show my driver box. But once I start the race I can't change it, so... Don't tell that to everybody, Ben. Maybe just for a change we'll leave it on car data. Hopefully it doesn't cause any lag or anything, but... And I've got a gentle...
Fastest lap for Bonnier, 217.5. The leader has just done a 216.5.
So he can't pronounce Von Trips then? So Von Trips apparently is Vonnier. Yeah. I mean, they still do like the trophies in modern day Goodwood. with the old cars. So I don't know if the Richmond Trophy still exists in some form or another. But it's probably named something completely different now. Glover Trophy was a slightly newer name. I think it's a double barrel, so it's not just the Richmond Trophy. It's called Richmond and something, so maybe it's called the Richmond and Glover Trophy. I don't know. Not entirely sure. Just waiting for the server to roll over. It's starting bang on at 8 o'clock. I think we're actually starting early, to be honest, but 1964 News of the World Trophy sponsor.
That's the end of the session. P5, 60 minutes. The track temp is 22 Celsius. The air temp is 22.
Right, what we don't want to do is lunch the thing on the grid. So 65 litres. I don't think there's really anything I can do. I've got low tyre pressures. Yeah, I'm not going to fiddle with any of that.
Acknowledged. We'll have spotter calls from here, please, Claire.
Alright, wish me luck. We've got an hour of trying to stay in front of the rabble behind.
Okay, no more spotter calls, Claire. Acknowledged. We'll have spotter calls from here, please, Claire. Air and track temps are increasing. Air temperature.
Left side. Clear left, you're on the right, 3 wide. 3 wide, you're on the right. Car left. Hold your line. Clear left. Left side. Clear left, on your left. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line. Still there. Clear left. On your left. Still there.
Not
Hold your line.
the greatest
Clear
of
left.
starts, but
Car left. Clear left. Car left. Clear left. Car left. Clear left. Left side. Hold your line. Still there.
how did I get away with that?
Clear left. On your right.
I didn't think I was slowing down.
Hold your line. Still there. Clear all round. On your left. Clear left.
P6.
Left side. Clear left.
Well, we stayed out of trouble. So next is that. That's Mike Hawthorne in front in the Ferrari.
Car right. Clear right. On your right. Still there. Clear right.
Put myself in a bad position there, blocked a bit by the Lancia.
On your left. Clear left. On your left. 3 wide. You're on the right. Clear left.
So the player car just seems to have so much more top speed than the AI cars,
Car left. Clear left.
but their cornering speed is
On your left. Clear left.
a lot more.
Car right. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right. Right side. Hold your line. Clear right. Right side. Clear right.
Yeah, particularly the Lancer seems to be able to dive in on the brakes really confidently. You see how slow they are. Look.
Left side. Clear left.
Right, back up to 4th.
Left side. Clear left. Car left. Clear left.
P2.
Right, so this is Chiron in front. Louis Chiron. Is he leading the French Grand Prix? Is he a French driver leading the French Grand Prix?
Right side, clear right.
So they're doing 217s. I can do a 216. So I'll keep it tidy.
Okay, Neil, you're reeling E1. The gap is now 1.4 seconds.
I'm going to stay in third for the last corner. I think that's the Lancia. It's got like the side pods on it.
The gap behind is now 1.4.
I thought I was going to run through that sign. I thought it was destructible. It's always a little bit of a jump scare going through static objects. I managed to keep the temps under 105 at the moment.
The gap to Charin in front is now 2.5 seconds.
Did he pronounce the name correctly? I got Sterling Moss. Well, it was Sterling Moss, it's now Fairman. I'm having a good old ding dong behind me. Jack Fairman in the Connaught. And Sterling Moss in the Maserati 250F. There's one thing about this mod particularly. I mean, it was a mod that was created a little bit rough around the edges by someone called Bug 666. Or was it Bug 66? I can't remember. So it's a bit graphically rough around the edges, a bit rough around the edges physics-wise as well. But I think you can see like the really shiny tyres in front. I mean, they look a bit like plastic, which looks a bit unrealistic. It might mean that the mod hasn't got the up-to-date.
The gap's now 3.2.
Hasn't got the up-to-date shaders on it. Tyres generally don't start off as shiny as like F1 tyres. It will look like porous rubber, and obviously when you add the tyre damage to it, the tread will kind of slowly disappear, depending on how worn the tyres get. But I mean, these tyres I've only worn them 3% in 15 minutes. Again, I'm having to kind of relax my driving style a little for these cars. Usually I'm really pushing a bit more. I don't know if tomorrow is going to be any different with the 60s cars. They might take a bit more abuse. But these 30s and 40s and 50s cars, require a bit more patience on the steering inputs and throttle application. Can't just jab at the throttle. Always gain on the straight bits. There's a couple of quite bumpy drain covers on this track, which can give you a bit of a shock if you're not expecting them. But I think this, I don't think it's these cars specifically. I think this track doesn't have enough bumps for my liking.
On your left. Clear left.
It doesn't feel like it's a 60s track.
You're now in the lead.
The track that really makes it seem like you're driving an old track is the original Spa that came out with the game. It seemed to do the feeling of the tarmac so well. I mean, you're going along the straight towards the Master Kink, and your fillings are nearly popping out. It's
Car right, clear right.
You have to be very careful on my mirrors, because I'm probably about to see a Lancia take a stab up the inside somewhere. What I might do for the next day, next Grand Prix, I might change the time a little. So I might start the in-game time about a couple of hours later, because this is about 2 p.m. local time, I think. Yeah, it's about 20 past 2 local time. Nearly forgot what my braking point was then. It's been a while since I've driven the other layout of this.
Gap 2, P2 behind is now 1.8 seconds.
I think it was used for sports cars. I'm guessing they needed to slow the sports cars down a bit. So they got rid of the back straight and just kind of cut through the forest. It's a bit Mickey Mouse, to be honest. It just looks like someone said, right, we need to make a different part of the circuit. Let's draw it on a piece of paper and then join it up to the end of the track. That's what it seemed like. So the cut through of the track, it will be where those tyres are, over there, and it just kind of cuts through a grassy section, and then ends up coming out just after the final turn. There's a hell of a bump going onto this main part. Thump! I've got more than enough fuel. I could have taken out another 5 litres or so.
The gap behind is now 1.6.
So we'll be in 1968 where we can adjust some wings. I can't remember what the track layouts are for tomorrow. But from what I remember, I don't think any of them are vintage, so we're going to driving a...
Right side.
Oh.
Still there. Hold your line.
We're going to be driving a vintage car on a non-vintage track.
Left side. Clear left.
I have the horsepower. This looks like it's part of a main road. Maybe I'd need to look up the history of the track. Maybe they reclaimed the road so they couldn't use it as part of the racetrack or something. There's the entrance of the other part of the track. And I think what this track does is it's a vintage track, but I feel like it's not completely in period, if you see what I mean. Like it's got start lights, and some of the advertising boards seem like they're not the correct ones. And I wish they'd built out the end of the road there. You can definitely see that that's just a flat graphic at the end of between those trees. But I mean, this track did get a little bit of a spruce up. It's still showing its age a little, I'd say. I mean, what I say quite often is you notice things in VR that you probably wouldn't notice other times. Of how low res certain things are, and the trees that kind of move as you go past them, which can always feel a bit weird in VR. I don't like billboard trees in VR. So billboard trees are trees that always face you. A little sideways there. You can't really rush it, you got to just kind of let the car do its thing. So we've got a hell of a gap on P3. So the top two are really opened out a significant gap. But it looks like third and fourth are still having a battle. This mod is edited by the guy that made the GT Revival mod, and I mean this kind of comes under the same banner. If you download his GT Revival mod, it basically downloads this plus all the Mustangs and Chevrolets and all the muscle cars and stuff. It's on Steam Workshop. Been very lucky with the weather so far.
The gap behind. is now 2.3 seconds. Your lap time was 2:16.9.
Nearly at half distance. That cobbled road is so slippery. We're making up for the mistakes we made yesterday. I believe I took a wheel off. Oh, spoilers. Purposely avoiding that drain cover. You can just scoot by on the left. About half distance. Seems to think.
Sector 3 is yellow. The gap to behind is increasing. It's now 3.3. We think that Carol has gone off.
Seems to think that we've got 14 laps to go. I don't know what happened behind me, but someone had an accident. Sterling Moss is still there. Usually you can see cars coming the other way, but I think he was just in my blind spot. You definitely can't rush your gear changes with these, Ben. No banging down the gears early to try and slow down. If you do, bang!
The gap behind is now 3.8 seconds. Okay, Neil, halfway home. Fuel's good. We're quickest right now. Sector 1 is 1.3 off the pace.
I mean, maybe I could have taken a a slower car, but I don't think there really is a slower car. All of these cars apparently have the same physics. Well, I say physics. I mean, the suspension geometry is going to be different. I would hope. But the engine characteristics, I think, are the same or similar. Whew. Managed to keep in the temperatures of the engine under control. I don't know what it is about starting AI races. I think I feel a bit more comfortable starting with players, because there's always that.
The gap to Charin behind is now 4.0. We're currently setting the pace. That lap time was 2:16.9.
There's always that worry of the AI is going to do something really unpredictable. I have just noticed that the dials have gone all black. Which is a bit unusual. So I'm in a Ferrari 246. There's a couple of Lanciers in second and
Alright, now
third.
you've got half your fuel left.
And there's a Connaught. And then a couple of Maserati 250Fs. So I think in the 60s, the track that I raced on Sunday, Magny-Cours, was actually named after Jean Béra, and it was like just a triangle back in the day.
Gap to Charin behind is now 3.5. You've just done a 2:17.8.
I know Essarts Corsa has a version of it, I think. It reminds me of Reims, a very simple track. let's not get too exuberant on the blips. Toasty track temperature of 42 degrees. Air temperature of 26 degrees, so quite warm. French Tuesday evening. It'll be near 10 p.m. there at the moment.
The gap to P2 behind is now 4.1. Your lap time was at 2:16.5. Sector 2 and 3 are pretty good. Sector 1 is 1.4 off the pace.
I see him. We've got the 1984 championship coming up, the F1 1984 championship. The driver list is up to about 22 drivers. Looking forward to the broadcast of that.
That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes.
Am I commentating? I'm not sure yet. I'm definitely not hosting it. But I'm working things behind the scenes. But nothing's been confirmed yet. I want to try and see if we can do some remote switching. But we'll have to see what's possible.
We're quickest at the moment. That lap was at 2:16.9. Sector 1 is 4.1 seconds off the pace.
I mean, it could be possible, maybe, to have a 2-camera setup. But I don't know how I would kind of feed my point of view into the stream. Unless it was like a Discord capture or something. I don't know. But maybe one of the ideas is to be a pit reporter, but I'm wondering whether to even try that, because there may not be too much going on in the pits. So. But at least 3/4 of the field have chosen their car. And it looks like it could be a very colourful field. But I'm hoping it does maintain the amount of sign-ups. I mean, it is Sim Racing Online's 3 of 4 series. I can't remember what they were classing it as, but they've had two series which kind of count as a global championship, and there'll be 4 in total. No, so you can't pick another car that someone else is in.
You've just done a 216.1.
Makes it easier on the commentators as well. I can't remember what cars are actually left now. I know there's a few people in some of the main ones. The McLarens and the Williams and stuff like that. But some of them... There's a lot of weird and wonderful teams in 1984, so... And I don't know if it's actually mandated that people have to make pit stops or not, but...
Okay, Neil, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
I think they are technically bopped.
Carries behind us now, 5.5 seconds.
They are technically bopped between each other. But each car has different characteristics to it. But I'd imagine you might be able to, you know, be on the top in an ATS rather than having to be in a Williams or a McLaren or something. I mean, they'll be running that on Friday. I haven't quite decided what team I'm going to take yet. I maybe might leave it up to chance. Because I don't think I will mind whichever team gets picked. But for the rest of the week, it's going to be a bit faster pace. It always worries me a bit when
it's now 25 Celsius.
When I see the lighting change a bit, I'm concerned that the clouds are coming over. But I mean, it doesn't look like there's any clouds at all. So no threat of rain today. I mean, there would have been a possibility if someone had picked Interlagos because of the time difference. The temperature might have been quite low. And it may have rained. My thighs are getting numb.
The gap to Charing behind is increasing. It's now 7.0. Your last lap time was at 2:17.0.
I mean, maybe I'm glad that I chose an hour race rather than a lap race, because it means I can go at a certain pace, you know? I got 21 minutes of fuel. With nearly 10 minutes left.
10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Whoops! It could have all ended there.
That was 2:17.4.
Ah!
Green flag sector 3.
I wonder what happened in Sector 3. I think I would like it better if the driver in game was wearing gloves. It looks a bit weird when they're not. You know? Oh, I see some skid marks there. I don't know. That wasn't me, was it? That might have been somewhere at the tail end of the field.
We're setting the pace.
Just over 5 minutes to go. I'm exhausted. I don't know what I'm going to be like after the end of this week. I was already trying to recover from Le Mans weekend, staying up all day. I just know I'm going to hurt a bit. I always seem to have like delayed reactions. My body, once it kind of relaxes a bit more, the pain sets in. So, I mean, I'm in a lot of pain now, but once I've slept, it's worse in the morning. Body just seizes up. At least we didn't have any cars blowing up in front of us this time.
Chariot behind is now 9.0 seconds.
I imagine there's major battles going on elsewhere on the track, but just not here. Engines at a steady 102, 104 degrees. I've tried not to redline it too much.
That lap was at 216.3.
Although it's very difficult to know where the rev limit is, because it doesn't kind of show up on the HUD where the rev limit is. So I just have to gauge it by sound. There'll be one more lap after this. I got an itch on the bottom of my braking foot. Ow! Ow! So I don't think I would have been able to do like a 100% Grand Prix. No.
Come on, Neil. One more lap. Keep it together. We'll win this.
Can't wait to get up and have a stretch.
To Charing behind is increasing. It's now 11 seconds.
Whew.
Well done, Neil. Great win. You deserved that today.
Ugh. A poor leg. Also, the other layout has this stupid chicane in it. So. Oh man! I was just too fast for them, even on maximum difficulty. So, bit of a shame, but. Bit of a shame. Oh. Only 2 DNFs, so it was Jack Fairman that I think the last person just coming over the line now. There they are. Oh, blimey. My poor arms, my poor legs. Hopefully the sound balance was okay. Ugh. Alright, okay. I'm probably in darkness as well, sitting in my lounge as well. Alright, so let's go back to that one. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. Ugh. What's the time? 9 o'clock. Okie dokie. So that's round 2. All over and done with. All over and done with. Let's check out what the results were. Oh, my arms are not going to be feeling... Well, my arms, my shoulders, my neck. It's going to be awful. Oh, so I managed to get the win this time. Oh, this is too strong for them. It was Louis Chiron in second and Alberto Ascari in third. So if you look down the list, there's quite a mix of cars. It's not all Ferraris at the front. But we were running against quite a number of cars. 22 were in this car set, so that's what I bumped it up to. It does look like the Connaught, which is no, it's the Aston Martin. That one looks huge compared to the other cars. But it's just the size of the thumbnail. But there was only 2 non-finishers. I think one of them came out of the top 5, and I don't know where Carroll Shelby was in the Aston Martin, but apparently they retired after 12. It doesn't say how they retired on the results screen, so yeah. So if we look at the schedule, 2 down, 5 to go. Oh Christ, man. When I say it like that, it sounds awful. Oh, 2 down, 5 to go. 2 down, 5 to go. So, looking at the list, 1968 cars, which is what's happening tomorrow. Vote's still open. So the tracks are, I think I did lie, because one of them is actually in period, not for this car. Well, technically it is, but they didn't race on it. So for 1968, Indianapolis, 2014 to present day. Monterick Park, 1966 to 1978. Zandvoort, 2009 to 2019, so without the banking. Estoril, 1972 to 1992. And Suzuka, the modern version of, or the modern layout of Suzuka, 2009 to date. So that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. We're going to be in, I don't know, I'm going to probably pick a random car, because there are a multitude of cars to choose from.